Oh yeah, I forgot to add that one in too. Thanks for reminding me. Not you. All right, perfect. All right, so I have three things on Steam that I ended up picking up this time around. Uh, the first off is, you're right, Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, the thing about the Doki Doki Literature Club is it is a free to play psychological horror. Can I increase the size of this? I guess not. Yeah. It is a basically a psychological horror visual novel. I haven't played it, but I did pick it up. It is a free game, so obviously, if it's free, I'll grab it. Like, is there really any other way around this? But no, that is now an option now for playing on my stream. That's one of the things. Uh, the next couple of things is actually two small expansions. Where are you? Here we go. These are from the Age of Empires 2 expansions. They're some of my favorite. They're some of my favorite games. Well, this was my favorite game when I was younger. So when it was remade into HD, I was really excited to play it. And what's even better is that they keep coming out with new campaigns, new uh, races, or not races, civilizations. And the ones that I did got was the African Kingdoms and the Rise of the Rajas. As you can see, they're still on sale. So, very obvious why I got them. Uh, as you can see right here, the African Kingdoms was a second new official expansion for Age of Empires 2, universe in over 16 years. Talon's friends with 4 additional civilizations, new units, ships, and technologies. And it comes with, like, I have to select it here. No, it's like game finds. These are the games I picked up. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, so this one actually has 4 fully voiced campaigns to it, and comes with new generic units and technologies, new civilizations. The Rise of the Raja is the other expansion. Comes with 4 new civilizations and 4 more fully voiced campaigns. I ended up getting them both for like $7. So it was worth every penny. And as for my favorite game on my PC, I think it was definitely worth it. Alright, so let me go ahead and... I'm not gonna lie, talking about Steam games is a lot harder than I thought it would be. A lot harder to talk about them. Alright, so at the moment I got... So what do you guys want to see first? I got PlayStation 1, 2, 4, and an NES game. So what do you guys want to see first? PS1? Alright. So for the PlayStation 1, I got 3 games here. 1, 2, 4 NES. Alright, that works. let's do this then. So, you know when you come across a childhood game that you haven't seen in such a long time? Of course, non-gamer. But when I ended up seeing this game, I was like super excited. I'm like, I have to get this game. And admittedly, it was a little overpriced, but it's completely worth it in my book. Crash Team Racing. Look at that beauty. I freaking love it. It's such a nice looking game. And of course, you have two of the lovely Bandicoot girls, or whatever they are, in front right here, along with the train. This looks a little scratchy, but it's not that big of a deal. I got a sticker stuck back here. Well, okay, just ignore the sticker. This is a Game Cycle sticker, so I gotta get that off later. I also got Neocortex exploding and cursing everyone, along with a little advertisement for Spyro Ripto's Rage. Because come on. We got a nice fully colored manual talking about each character. I always love these manuals, especially when they're well made. And it's actually got a story. Read this out. Crash Bandicoot's take it easy island life is about to get cramped. Crash's newest nemesis, a crabby alien named Nitrous Oxide, just flew into this part of the galaxy looking for trouble. This cranky space invader thinks he's the fastest racer of the entire universe, and he has challenged the best driver of Crash's world to a race for the planet. Worst of all, if Oxide wins, he promises to turn the entire world into a concrete parking lot. It's obvious that Oxide isn't playing with a full crate of Wampa fruit. Even past villain Neocortex has taken Crash's side as an unlikely ally. Things must be really desperate. All of Crash's friends, and even a few of his past foes, think they are the fastest driver in the world, and should be the hero racer to face Oxide and save the planet. But Oxide is a world-class speedster, so who will be his toughest competition? Get ready to jump into a kart adventure where stakes are high and the competition is fierce. Race like crazy and sharpen your reflexes as you prepare to face Oxide for the fate of Crash's world. It's beautiful. For when there's a story for absolutely no reason. So yeah, I ended up having Crash Team Racing when I was a kid. So I'm very, very excited to get this back. And will be a welcome addition to my collection. The next game here is one I got as one of a few Christmas presents I got from Bleached Out. Because we gave each other sort of like a bit of a higher limit, and this one I've been looking forward to playing. I ended up playing it a little bit, and I'm like, it's so weird, but it's so awesome. And that is Dragon Warrior VII. Now, it's a 2-disc game made by Enix. Uh, designed by Akira Toriyama, the guy who made Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So you know it's some good quality stuff. We got our manual here, which we'll get into in a second here. Also advertising Dragon Warrior 4. Didn't know they actually sold the Dragon Warrior 4, so I'm gonna have to take a look at that. They might have not done that. Of course, you get the disc here, which is pretty plain actually for what it is. Just a printed image. But the back casing here is pretty awesome. Moving on to disc 2 here. Yeah, the same sort of thing, just another printed one. What? Boom. Person. Now there actually is a plot to this game. I'm getting back to now. And of course, this being an NX game, has a nice fully color manual. This very beautiful look at, has tons of art in it. I especially like this guy right here. Just sleeping. Got nothing to do with life. Yeah, like, for real, they have like little pictures on every page. I got a poster card in here. Caves, towers. Look at this useful item page here. That's just so cool. I love it when they do stuff like that. Alright, let's see if we can find the story. Alright. So this is the story here. You live on a small island surrounded on all sides by raging seas. It is the only island in the world, or at least that's what its inhabitants think. In ages past, many a young hero set out across the waters in search of adventure and new lands, only to find leagues of empty ocean. In the end, the seafarers returned empty-handed. Could this tiny island be all there is in the world? You are the hero of this tale, an ordinary boy who has lived his whole life on this tiny island. As the hero of the tale, you live in the southern port of Fishbell. The west is the town called Astard. Above the town is the castle where Prince Kiefer lives. I'm just reading a little bit about the characters here. They have a whole bunch of characters. I gotta love this artwork. It's so good. It's just, I just love it. Now hopefully, if Beheadin is still here and have not fallen asleep yet, this next game is pretty much for him. And I think he'll love it. He'll absolutely love it. Is he here? I don't think he's here. I think he ran away from me. Well, there he is. Alright, Beheadin. This one's for you, man. This game is called Hikaru no Go Heian Genso Ibunroku. It is a Go game for the PlayStation 1. It just grabbed it. Oh, whatever. It is flat out set in a different era than the Hikaru no Go universe. But yeah, you actually do play full out Go games on this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and open this up now. So obviously this isn't a English game by any means. So here's a little postcard if you wanted to send that out. We have this right here, which is an instruction manual and a poster. And we also have a little card here, which I'm not too sure what that is. It hasn't been opened yet, so I'm not going to open it. It looks like an advertisement of some sort, though. Looking at the CD here, it is rather solid looking. No actual color to it, but hey. He's got a white ghost tone there, and he's ready to go with his giant hat. Now, the thing about this title in particular is there is a ton of dialogue in it. Way more than I can actually figure out. And obviously I don't speak Japanese and I don't read it all that well. So it's not been an easy game. So we have our list of characters here inside of this manual. The manual is a big fold-out that folds into the full manual here. Like that. And what's even cooler is that if I choose to, you get a poster of Hikaru no Go. So that's what I find really cool about this. So there's a lot of in this packaging, and it's just awesome. It's gonna stay as a manual because I have nowhere to put the poster anyways. But yeah. PlayStation 1 goodness, right to the end. Good to the last drop. Alright. So, moving on to the PlayStation 2. I have a lot of games to show here. So, first things first, just about a quick note here. Where is... So every once in a while, when they have a larger stock of games, I'll buy a few of them just to replace various cases or have extra case replacements. In this example is SOCOM US Navy SEALs. This is going to be replacing my red label version of this. You see, it only costs $1 there. So I picked up an extra copy of it as a replacement case. So, and I already have it, but I just have the red label. So I have to, so the two red labels are going to be used as extra cases, and the black label is going to go on my shelf. Purifying my collection. Now, the other two cases, which is a different variant of PlayStation cases, is these Disney Sing It games. Which we should play. Well, here's the thing. Since she really wants to get her hands on this game, I'm actually going to keep one, put it to the side, and add it to the game collection. Because I don't actually have one yet. But this one's going to be thrown to the side and scavenged or cannibalized. Now, as you can see, they actually use a different case. They don't have the memory card slot at the top. Just a big old P. PlayStation. So in case there's any other cheaper games that need to get replaced out there, I can do it. So off of those to the side, we have lots of games here. And yeah, let's do that. I got a sort of an order going on here. Sticker was bugging me. Get off. Ugh. Alright. So the first actual game I ended up getting is Resident Evil Outbreak. Now, the thing is, when I ended up getting a PS2 lot some time ago, like 6 or 7 months ago, or even last year. It was still cold out. And that lot had Resident Evil Outbreak File 2, which I didn't realize I actually had. So, I decided I should probably get the first one at some point, and here it is. Relatively cheap game. It looks to be pretty fun. And I think it's more or less I don't think it's online only. But I don't know too much. So if you know more about this game than I do, please let me know about that. Inside, of course, we have the Resident Evil Outbreak CD with the manual. Manual's in the standard black and white gloss, so there isn't really too much to it. Let's be fair here. I can take this out. It does have this. It looks like a card got taken out because this part got ripped off. Got a little bit of a jagged edge there. Looks like there was a strategy guide in here at some point, or like Brady Games, get a strategy guide. Onimusha 3 advertisement, and yeah, it just says there's modes and stuff. Doesn't really have too much to it. So, but you know what? Now that I finally got the combination of Resident Evil Outbreak and Resident Evil Outbreak File 2, I can finally play them in succession if need be. That's a good thing. Alright. So this one I was very happy to get. I've wanted to get this kind of game for a while. And it's pretty easy to see why, to be honest. This one, Super Monkey Ball Deluxe for the PlayStation 2. Just look at that cover. It's so good. I absolutely love the way that they talk about the back as well. Uh, Wake the kids and call the neighbors because Super Monkey Ball Deluxe is a big, bold, and over-the-top game with 300 levels, an epic story mode, and 12 mini-games. It is a party game and a puzzler with an all-out banana-grabbing lunacy, making Super Monkey Ball Deluxe more than a barrel of, well, you know. Got itself a challenge mode and all that good stuff. Whole bunch of mini games that you can play. It says it has 300 levels, so that's pretty crazy. Here we have Monkey Ball Deluxe on the CD, and manual here, of course. I rarely get games without the manuals anymore because it's just way too difficult to actually get them. Like the manual itself. Super Monkey Ball Deluxe involves a standard black and white manual, which is okay, I guess. Better than no manual. I don't think, is there a storyline in here? From page 13. Okay, well, it looks like it doesn't have it basically has a bunch of main characters in here, so show this off. But yeah, Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. It's gonna be awesome. I absolutely love it. Yeah. Alright, on to the next game. Oh, this game. This game. It's been on my radar for so long. And it was very hard for me to decide to buy it because it's one of those games where you're not 100% sure if you're going to have fun with it or not. Like, you're told it's a good game, but it really has such a high price point that you don't know what to do with it. But I decided to cave it in, and I cashed in like I got a $30 voucher. I cashed it in, and it basically turned into like a $5 game. It's Shadow Hearts from the New World. Now, understandably, this is the third Shadow Hearts in the series, which is also the last one. Shadow Hearts is an RPG that has a ring system where like you have to like hit like a action thing on the ring. But to be honest, I don't know all too much about it. Now, from my memories, I remember being a kid and watching one of my friends playing Shadow Hearts, and I think it was the first one. And it looked really cool. It was like super mature for the time, and the other games I've seen was like, you know, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII. So the graphics really blew me away. And I didn't have a PlayStation 2 yet either, so I thought this was super cool. So I actually really want to get into this series and give it a try. Also, as a PlayStation 2 collector, I was probably going to pick it up anyways, eventually. On the inside here, we get ourselves the usual manual disc. Nothing too special. Got a half black and white gloss manual. It's got a different picture than the other ones, so I like that. We got ourselves an advertisement for Wild Arms 4. A first page glossed cover in color. Yeah, it's half black. So these first few pages are all in color. Yeah, they're talking about the Judgment Ring and Man Menu. Oh wait, it's all in color. My bad. I guess I'm stupid. But that's okay. Oh, that's cool. So, okay, so you have, you know, the regular characters and stuff like that. For some reason, a random cat. But then you have these full page. These full page artworks in the back here. And I thought that was really, really super cool. Another one back here. I like it. The video is even lagging behind the chat now. I think you should restart your stream. Wow. Restart or reset your web page. Holy crap, I don't know why that was so hard to say. Alright. So, next up on the PlayStation 2 lineup. And this one doesn't really have an introduction. My words are just going away. Castlevania. Wow. Castlevania. Lament of Innocence. Holy crap. Tripping over my words now, and this is not good. Maybe I'm having a stroke or something. It says the dawn of the hunter. Leon Belmont, an 11th century nobleman and knight of the clergy, is about to be wed when his fiancée, Sarah Trantoul, suddenly disappears. Leon embarks on an epic journey to bring her back, unaware that an growing evil looms like a shadow over his quest. The majestic tale of Castlevania and the true origins of Belmont clan of vampire hunters is about to unfold. Castlevania makes its next generation debut in full 3D. Unparalleled graphics and gameplay deliver the most enriching Castlevania experience ever created. Developed by the creators of the critically acclaimed Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Dynamic attack system offers damaging combo attacks, magnificent spell effects, and intense offensive and defensive moves. Beautiful orchestral soundtrack in the Dolby surround sound system. Got some screenshots in the back with his face looking edgy. Very edgy. There's some gameplay screenshots. Here we have another Game Cycle sticker, which I've forgotten. Let's see if I can take it off. Seem to be stuck on here. Nice, I got it off. We have our... Now, remember, I like it when they actually do different covers for their manuals. Makes it look nicer. Games looked especially cheap when they were had the same disc picture, front cover picture, and front like of the box picture. If they were all the same, you knew the game was cheap in some way or another. All right. On the back side of this manual, we have a Silent Hill 3 with... Ew. Sticky. I'm gonna have to clean that. Silent Hill 3 advertisement. Damn right I expect too much. Everyone expects too much of everything. We do have ourselves a full color manual. And, you know, his face. You need more of his face. Well, if you know what goes with which, read the title. Yeah. Prologue. Okay, we got a prologue here. Ooh. Like, most people predict that, like, you're not gonna have multiple copies of the same kind of game in different various formats. Just saying. Alright, so we got ourselves a prologue here, and yeah, it is very small, but hey. Okay. In an era long past, as monarchies weakened, local feudal lords grew in power. The first knights simply protected their lords' domains. However, with the reforms in the late... I am going to drink some water. Pretty sure I'm dyslexic. Or my brain's inflamed. However, with the reforms of the late 11th century, knights became protectors of the peace. They valued courage and honor, fighting heretics and heathens in God's name. In this age, one company of knights was said to be invincible due to two men. Leon Belmont, a courageous man who feared nothing and whose combat abilities were second to none, and Mathis Ongvist. Who drew that name out of a hat? A genius tactician whose learning made him an exception in the largely illiterate society. They trusted each other completely. They were bound by an old friendship. However, sorrow awaited Mathis upon his return from a victorious campaign. Thank you for my defense. Getsu. Yes, Pokemon Text has gotten me, made me go, south here. It was the news of the sudden death of his beloved wife, Elizabetha. Not Elizabeth, but Elizabetha. Mathis's grief was profound, and he became bedridden. A year has passed since then. Thanks to Leon's effort, their company remains proudly undefeated. However, a mysterious army of monsters suddenly appears in Leon's domain. The Crusades are raging in the east, and since the church is focused on fighting heathens rather than monsters, it has forbidden unauthorized battles. Leon wants permission to sortie, but the church has no intention of granting it. One night, Mathis struggles from his sickbed and tells Leon the appearance of the monsters is tied to a vampire who has a castle in the forest called Eternal Night, and that Leon's betrothed Sarah has been kidnapped and brought to the castle. Leon realizes that he must renounce his title to rescue his beloved. The forest is swollen with darkness, as if it would rob away everything, and only moonlight provides a ray of hope. A great legend is about to begin. That was a pretty good intro. A little random, but pretty good intro. If I could read it properly. Yeah, so that's Castlevania. I don't think it's anything like Symphony of the Night. I think it's more or less a linear progression kind of game. But Hey, why not? Alright. Last game. For the PlayStation 2, anyways. So, this game has been on my radar for a while, and I don't know if many people even know about it. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and show it now. This is Legaia 2 Duel Saga. Now, if anyone hasn't heard of stuff like this, uh, they basically the whole gimmick of this game and the first game was a sort of like a spirit system. So you had all these options of like low kick, upper kick, uh, right arm, left arm, and then you can make these combinations when you did your move to create different moves. So by like doing an upper kick, lower kick, and then another upper kick, you did like this something called a secret art, and you were able to do like this flip kick or something like that. And it was absolutely awesome. So I didn't know that they made a Legaia 2 up until a few years ago. And ever since then, it's sort of been on my radar. If I ever came across it, I was going to grab it. No hesitation. And here it is. Me grabbing it with no hesitation. Let's see. Storyline unfolds through brilliant gameplay and epic cutscenes. Unleash special attack combos with a tactical art system. That's what they call it. Call on devastating elemental forces to battle enemies. Combine weapons and items to create a new and more powerful arsenal. Extended gameplay with multiple side missions and minigames. A magical crystal that supplied infinite water to a small village of Null is stolen. When a solar eclipse drowns the land in an evil light, monsters become plentiful and powerful, placing the village's very survival at stake. Lang, a rookie member of the Null Militia, must fight his way across uncharted lands to recover a crystal and restore peace to the land he calls home. Weird thing is it's in this very tiny text down here. That explanation. They had so much more room to put it. I don't even know, man. On the inside here, we have... So remember when I said when there's all three of them the same, it looks cheap? Well, here's what I'm talking about. It's him, but the opposite of him. And then here's the him again. So they just decided to copy him opposite-like. This made me sad. This one went through a little bit of cleaning hell as well. Another thing that worries me a little bit is that this manual needs some cleaning and work. It looked like it took some abuse, which is very, very sad. Though, what is really epic about this is that the game on the back is Mr. Mosquito. Mr. Mosquito! Yeah. We have a, since this was a cheaper production of a game, it has, standard black and white control. Mr. Mosquito is not creepy. Mr. Mosquito is one of the best games. What the hell? Alright. So, this is the plot for this one. Just keep in mind here. The young man asks himself, just what exactly am I? What is this odd mark emblazoned on my chest? He ponders, what do my dreams mean? A town in flames, a rage-filled mob, a poor man being beaten. beaten. And the young man wonders, why do I keep having that terrible dream? The man with the golden eyes answers, we are mystics, the chosen ones. We are hosts to the origins, those material manifestations of the forces of nature. Branded with the mark from birth, we are detested and feared by humans because of our great power. The man with the golden eyes declares, soon this worthless world will be destroyed. The eclipse sets in, a black sun appears, and the world screams in terror. The young man asks, what can I do? What the hell? What the hell is with this intro? This is stupid. This is freaking stupid. Anyways, this has a lot of cleaning that I have to deal with here. It looks like there's a little bit of melting as well, so hopefully I can clean this up to a decent condition. Because I don't want to be touching it. Alright, so we're moving on to the PlayStation 4 games, and I actually... well, I'm missing one. 1 second. I accidentally have this one on my PlayStation 4. So, I have 5 PlayStation 4 games. And they are all pretty awesome. So I guess I'll just get them in order that I got them in. I think, yeah, that's the order. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, over the Black Friday sales, and I got a couple for my birthday. So it was mostly a lot of sales that I got these from. The first one here, Dragon Quest Heroes 2. Now, I want to get Dragon Quest Heroes 1. I can't find that damn game anywhere now. Dragon Quest Heroes, if you don't know much about it, is a Koei Tecmo made game, and I heard this one was made very well. Yep, that is the new one. It has a couple of download vouchers in here. I found pretty funny. And we got ourselves a couple vouchers. I'm not going to show on screen here because I didn't actually use them yet. And of course we have the disc, so one thing I've been liking due to the lack of manuals is that they have the clear covers. So on the inside here, they actually have little bits of artwork to use. So I thought that was pretty neat. But I would like to get Dragon Quest Heroes 1 before I get to 2. So that's sort of on my radar right now. Whenever I get my hands on it, I can. We got ourselves a little bit of a advertisement here. So, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8. Final chapter prologue. Yeah. We have Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. Remastered in high definition for the 10,000th time. And Dragon Quest Builders, of course. Which I probably will end up playing Dragon Quest Builders at some point. And then on the back of this, we have World of Final Fantasy. So, the only thing that sort of sucks about these is that, other than explaining what the game is a little bit, really isn't much to these. No manuals, no story to read from. It makes me sad. Anyways, this is the Explorer's Edition, by the way. If anyone hasn't guessed already. The next game here, it hasn't even been opened yet. And no, this is not the actual price of the game. I got it cheaper than that. And that is the new Ratchet and Clank, PlayStation 4. Yes. This is one of the games I bought, hon. Your 2 games are at the bottom. Because they're the last ones I got. So of course this is a remake of the first Ratchet and Clank for the PlayStation 2. And I got it for like... It was only $5 off, but I'm like, hey, for 15 bucks, I should probably pick this game up. Eventually. Someone messaged me. Yeah. So, there's really not much else to say about that. Ratchet and Clank is a platformer with a whole bunch of stuff in it. I'm getting to it. Oh, it's just Dylan. Yeah. Alright. The next one. One of the reasons I got a PlayStation 4 and then I never bought it because I'm dumb. As a fan of Shadow of Colossus and Ico, this game was on my radar for a very long time. The fact that I didn't get it when it came out was a little saddening. But due to the reception it got, it did drop in price a good lot. And then I ended up using a $25 gift card on it. So I only paid $25 for the game. And yeah, that's all there really is to it. A bit of an abstract title. I think it'll be fun to play. Screw the haters. Okay. Next one on the list is a very highly acclaimed PlayStation 4 game. A lot of people love this game. So, naturally, Bleached Out ended up getting it for me for Christmas. And that is Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, to be honest, I wasn't really following this game all that much. And it seems to be an open world game where you shoot robot dinosaurs. That's all I really got from this, to be honest. I know it's a really good game, like don't get me wrong, but I'm probably downplaying it a lot. It's a real shame. Yeah, I know the game is good. Okay, and the last PlayStation 4 game was, once again, another reason why I got the PlayStation 4. And I'm guessing this one would be an obvious one, as I've said I'd eventually get it anyways. And, I hope you like this one, Getsu. But then you said it was boring, and you didn't want to watch me play it, because you already beaten it. So I don't think I should really... I already got Final Fantasy 15. Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy. You bashed this game, and you're like, oh, I already beat it 100%, so I don't care if you play it or not anymore. And I'm just like, oh, well, you know, I just sort of picked it up, so, too bad. For some reason, the wrapping was really crappy on this whole thing. Like, I hate it when they do this. Where the glue is on the spine. I think it's ruined the whole thing. No, I'm going to play the original Crash 2. And then I'm going to move on to this. So, alright, so last game, NES game. What do you think it is? I want one guess on what do you think this game is? If? 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 I own SMB3. I own Super Mario Brothers. Yes, I do. Alright. Well, you guys had your guesses. So, this is a Capcom game. And yeah. Very hard one. Ghosts and Goblins. You're saying there's no place in my collection for Ghosts and Goblins? The game that makes people is bitch? This one game that has killed more souls than you can have ever imagined. This game. This game's a classic. So, I don't know what you're talking about. So, and that's all I have. That's all I have. It took about an hour to do. I didn't rage quit Band of the Hawk. I beat that game. I came back and I beat that game. Don't give me that nonsense, Getsu. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this recording. Thank you very much for, watching all of this Game Finds episode. I like to go through game each slowly, talk about my experiences with it. Unfortunately, this one didn't have too many experiences, but hey, I tried.